Sagan.
Hello everybody, it is Isaiah or Bramble here with the ARK guide. This guide is going to talk about every single animal in ARK that I can spawn in here, and even the ones that I cannot spawn. It will talk about their uses and if they are tameable and or rideable. So first we have the Achatina. The Achatina is tameable, not rideable, and it passively produces organic polymer and Achatina paste. This paste can double as cementing paste, which is obviously a great resource to have when crafting. Next we have the Allosaurus. It is tameable, it is rideable. It is a step up from the Carno. It's a strong, well-rounded land mount, and it's good to have. Kind of higher tier, or middle tier I should say. Next we have the Ammonite, and the Ammonite is not tameable or rideable. What you do with this is really just kill it and it drops like bile, which is good for pheromone darts. Next we have the anglerfish. It is good to have for exploring the sea as it has this light on it. It is rideable, it is tameable. Next we have the Aranio. It is tameable, it is rideable, and it's really just a low tier land mount. It's weak, and I don't know why you'd want one, but maybe there's a purpose out there. I think it drops chitin when you kill it. Next we have the Archaeopteryx, I think it's called. What you do with these guys is you use them as a parachute. So I can show you right now. It's kind of a weird glide. I don't know, that's all they're really good for, and they're cool to have, I guess, on your shoulder. Next we have the RG. The RG is tameable, it is rideable, it's a flying mount, it's great to have, it's good for weight, and it's decent speed. It's not very fast, but it is pretty much essential to have. Next we have the Arthropleura. This is tameable and rideable. It's used for PvP mainly. It corrodes armor, and it's cool looking. There is also an attack drone, which I will put on the screen now. It is a minion for the Overseer boss. You can't spawn it in right now, or I can't. It is not tameable or rideable. It drops element when you kill it. Next we have the Baryonyx. It is tameable, it is rideable. It is a good aquatic mount and can stun or dismount enemy players. He can jump actually, which is kind of cool. Next we have the Basilosaurus. It is tameable and rideable. It is immune to jellyfish shock. Other than that, I don't really know what its purpose is. If you know, just put it in the comments. Next we have the Frog or the Bezobuffo. What it does is it is tameable, it is rideable. When you kill a bug with it, it'll turn the bug into cementing paste, which is great to have over time. It also inflicts torpor on enemies, and it has a very high jump, and it can swim really fast, so I think it's definitely good to have, just for getting around and stuff. Next we have the Bronto. This is the big dinosaur that everyone knows about. It's got insane stats and great weight, and you can get a platform saddle on it and carry all types of things. The final B category animal we have, the final B dinosaur we have is the Brood Mother. It is a boss. It is not tameable or rideable, but I force tamed it, so I mean. Next we have the Carbonemus or turtle. It is a very weak mount. You can tank it up or you can increase its weight, but it runs slow, sort of slow swimming. It's not very fast at all, but I guess you could use them somehow. Next we have the Carno, which is like the lowest tier land mount you would get. That's like good for actually killing things. It's a pretty well-rounded, low tier, strong. It's a pretty good low tier land mount to have. Next we have the Chalcotherium. It is tameable, it is rideable, and it collects berries, thatch, throws boulders, and it is a strong land mount, so I think it's definitely good to have. Next we have the jellyfish or the Canaria, I don't know, Nadaria. You kill it and it drops biotoxin. You can't tame it or ride it. Next we have the Coal. The Coal is just a fish. You can get meat off it, nothing else really. After the Coal we have this little guy called the Compy. He is cool to have if you want him to just sit on your shoulder, but other than that he's useless, honestly. Next we have the Hog, the Boar, the Daedon. It is good to have for healing your tames. So like, say this Compy was low and I loaded this Boar up, it would have an area of effect healing effect on the Compy. Next we have the Deathworm, which I don't know where he is right now. He kind of just disappeared, but I will put a picture of him on the screen right now. He is found in sand dunes. He is not tameable or rideable, and he is really just a wild threat. Next we have the defense unit, which is also going to be put up on screen as it is a minion to the overseer, and it is not tameable or rideable, but it does drop an element upon death. Next we have the Dillo or the Dilophosaur. It is tameable, it is not rideable. These guys are really just good for early game protection. Other than that, you don't really need them. I guess they could defend your base depending on who's raiding you. Next we have the Dimetrodon. He is tameable, he is not rideable. He is good for temperatures. You will get, I don't know, hypothermic or hyperthermic, I don't know which one, installation, but he's good for if you're going to go into a hot area or a cold area or whatever you're doing. Next we have the Dimorphodon. He is tameable, he is not rideable. He has a shoulder mount and they're good for attacking when you have multiple dinosaurs of that kind. Other than that, he's pretty cool looking. Next we have the Diplocaulus. He is tameable, he is rideable. He is just a low tier partner you can take down in the ocean with you for oxygen. He kind of stores that and you can go up to him and grab oxygen. Other than that, not much he can do. Next we have the Diplodocus. It's kind of like the little brother of the Bronto. It's pretty similar in that it has really high stats all around. It is tameable, it is rideable. He's kind of low tier, he's a passive tame. He can transport up to like 11 players, so that's kind of cool. Next we have the Dire Bear. The Dire Bear is great to have. It is tameable, it is rideable, collects fiber, it is a strong land mount, and it provides insulation. So I definitely suggest getting one of these if you can. They're, I think, middle tier. They have great stats. Next we have the one and only Dodo. The Dodo is good for meat. It is good to tame if you want to get the kibble out of it because it drops tons of eggs. And you can carry it and say there was something trying to attack me right now. I could use it as like a meat shield. Toss it over there and run away. If I could toss it. Oh, okay. Next we have the Dodic. The Dodic is tameable. It is rideable. It is good for collecting stone. And it rolls. I mean, that's pretty cool. The roll will consume stamina, but obviously you can just recharge that. Next we have the Dragon. The Dragon is a boss. It is not tameable or rideable, but for this video obviously I force tamed him, and oh my goodness, look at him. He is insane. He flies so fast. See his stats. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this guy's awesome. I mean, look at him. He is huge too. He makes the Bronto look kind of small. And he looks great. Nice! Nice. That's always good. I'll be back. And he breathes fire. Like, come on, this thing is awesome. Next we have the Dung Beetle. Let me find that real quick. Now, the Dung Beetle is tameable, it is not rideable, and you can pick it up. If you set it on watering, it will convert poop into fertilizer and or oil. My eel just died. Anyways, now we have the Dunkleosaurus. The Dunkleosaurus is tameable, it is rideable, and it is a strong aquatic mount. It collects oil, stone, and metal very efficiently. And here's the dead eel, which you can still see it, so I guess that's good enough, right? This eel is tameable, it is not rideable, and it stuns enemies. Next we have the horse or Equus. It's just a horse really. You can ride around on it, jump around, it's fun to have. It inflicts torpor, and its saddle acts as a mortar and pestle. Here we've got a unicorn. Majestic. Next we have the Eurypterid, which also looks like a lobster. It is not tameable or rideable. It drops chitin, silica and or black pearls, and oil. Next we have the Gallimimus. It is a fast land mount, and looks like it's got an egg. May as well pick that up. Anyways, you can ride it around, you can tame it, you can carry a friend on it, and it's the fastest land mount in the game. Next we have the giant bee. I don't have one of those spawned in right now, so I'll just put a picture on the screen. It should be very easy to see. It is tameable, it is not rideable. It gives you a hive when you, like, I don't know, do something to it. Anyways, next we have the Giga, or the Giganotosaurus, I don't know. It is a high tier land mount. It is well rounded. It is tameable, it is rideable, and it's really just good to have if you're going PvPing. Next we have the Griffin. It is a newly introduced animal. It is awesome. It is only available on Ragnarok, I believe. It is a strong flying mount, and it is tameable and rideable. You can take 2 riders on it. It is a fast flyer, and it has this like dive bomb ability, which does damage when you're hitting RT on the way down, or attack. Next we have the Hesperornis. It is good for dropping organic polymer. It is tameable. It is not rideable. Next we have the Hyena. The Hyena is tameable. It is not rideable, and it is good for self-healing, or it is self-healing, I should say. It is a walking fridge. Apparently, you can put meat in there and extend the. Oh, he just ate it. You get the idea, though. Next we have the Itchy. It is like a dolphin, really. It's a passive tame. You can ride it. It is an underwater mount. It's kind of garbage, I would say. It's not really worth the time it takes, but it might be cool to have. Next we have the Iguanodon. It is tameable and rideable. It is really just a low tier land mount. It's cool looking, and I don't know if it's really worth the time it would take to tame. I don't really think it is. Next we have the Jerboa, which is right here. He indicates the upcoming storms on Scorched Earth. He is tameable, obviously. He is not rideable, and he is also like a backpack. Next we have the Jugbug. The Jugbug is not tameable or rideable, but it will drop cementing paste and or oil or chitin. It might be tameable. I don't think it is. There are different types of Jugbugs that will all have different things to them. Next we have the Kairaku, or the penguin, I would say. It is tameable, it is not rideable, and it drops organic polymer. The babies do provide prime meat. They're an easy kill, and they're easy prime meat, and it provides insulation. Next we have the Caprisuchus, or I think the crocodile. Maybe alligator, who knows. Anyways, it is tameable, it is rideable, and it can carry things. Whoa, I did not know it did that. Wow. So I guess it does that too. I don't know how to pick up people or things. Let me try to figure that out. Wow, this thing's cool. Maybe I can pick up this guy. Yeah. That's cool. This guy's pretty cool, and he's got like this arch back thing going on. Next we have the Kentrosaurus. The Kentrosaurus is tameable. It is not rideable. It's pretty much just a guard. You know, if you want to have a guard around your base, this would be good. It pikes the enemy, and they're pretty much screwed. Next we have the lead Sidge. This is like the whale. You can scrape meat off it, and sometimes it'll give you prime. It is insanely huge. It is not tameable or rideable, but it does drop the meat, which is great. And I'm sure if you kill it, it'll give you tons and tons of meat. Next we have this nasty leech. They're so annoying. They're not tameable or rideable. If you kill them, they will drop chitin, leech blood, oil, and or silica pearls. To get them off, if it's on you, I think you can have a friend take them off, or you have to stand in fire to burn it off. And if it's on your animal, you can like click Y, I think. Next is the Liopleurodon. I will put it up on screen as I do not have one spawned in right now. It is tameable and rideable, and it will buff underwater loot drops. I think it is only tamed for a certain amount of time, and then it will either die or become wild again. I'm not really sure which of the two it falls under. Next we have the moth, or the Lamantria. It is a low tier flying mount. It is very slow, and its weight is not very good. I mean, it's okay. They're on scorched earth. They're kind of skittish, but they are tameable and rideable if you want one. Next we have the Lystrosaurus. He is a cute little guy. You can tame him. You cannot ride him, and every time you pet him, he will provide an XP boost to animals around him. Next we have the Mammoth. The Mammoth is tameable, it is rideable, it is a strong land mount, and it gathers wood. He's very cool looking. Next we have the Meganeura, which I'll put on the screen right now as I do not have one spawned. It is not tameable or rideable, and it's really just a threat that'll try to bite you no matter what, and it drops chitin. Next we have the Manta. It is rideable, it is tameable. It's really just a low tier water mount. He's cool. I think they're worth taming. I did not know I could even go on land, even though he's probably gonna die. There we go. Next we have the Manticore, which I could not spawn, but he's very cool looking. I'll put him on the screen right now. He is a boss. He is not tameable or rideable. I wish I could have one right now to ride around, though. It'd be very cool. Next we have the Mantis. It is tameable and rideable. It can hold tools or weapons, and it drops polymer when killed. And he has this lunge attack. Wow, and he collects materials off that. So yeah, he's pretty much an all-around tame. I think it's definitely worth the time. And you can kill him for polymer, which is, it's a great dinosaur or whatever. Next we have the Megalania. It is tameable, it is rideable, and it can climb walls and ceilings, and it can give rabies. So, and this will be part 1 of the guide. That's halfway through the M's. We've got a good amount of dinosaurs left to talk about, and this will go up, I don't know, but the day after this goes up, part 2 will go up, so that you don't have to wait. Anyways, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope this was informative, and you'll come back and look at the second one. I don't intend for you to watch the whole video. I really just intend for you to come here. If you're wondering about a certain dinosaur, you can find the dinosaur and figure out what good it is. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that. I also have my Twitter linked in the description. It is @BrambleBrett. Go ahead and follow that for like updates and such. Thank you for watching.